Hello, all my Buckeye friends out there. This is Buckeye Vinny coming to you tonight with this special football segment. But before I start, I'm going to give a special shout out to a very good subscriber of mine. His channel is All the Way Massillon Tigers, who suggested that I would do this video, and it was a great suggestion. Thank you, my friend. Let's get this video started. This is about Massillon Tiger football. And my friends, when you think of Massillon Tigers football, you think of a very rich in tradition football program, to say the least. They are ranked #1 in the state of Ohio with the most wins in high school history, 909. This is what really jumped out at me. They are ranked #3 in the country. My friends, when you think of that, do you know how good you have to be ranked #3 in the nation? And that's what Massillon Tigers are, with 909 career victories in football history. Something else that jumps out at me is when you mention Massillon Tiger football, you have to mention the legendary coaches that walked the sidelines at Paul Brown Stadium. #1, Lee Tressel. In case that sounds familiar, that's right. It's Jimmy Tressel's dad. Late and great Earl Bruce. That's right, the Earl Bruce that coached the Buckeyes and had a very successful career for Ohio State. Great guy. And none other than Paul Brown. And that's where they get the stadium named after Paul Brown, a legendary coach there. My friends, something else that jumps out when you mention Massillon football are the players that played on that field. For me, first name that got to jump out, none other than Chris Spillman. Phenomenal linebacker for them at the time. I believe he played in the early 80s. Great fullback for them. Actually, Chris Spillman did it all, without a doubt. His senior year, look it up, he made the front cover of the Wheaties box. This is how great this young man was at the time. We all know he went pro, played for the Cleveland Browns, played for the Detroit Lions, a great career. Just to name a few, Devin Smith, Sean Crable, Mark Streeter, Gary and Conley, Andy Allman. Just to name a few that had very successful careers in the NFL that came out of none other than the Massillon Tigers high school football program. My friends, I'm going to have to mention a very good coach, and he's currently, right now, Nate Moore. Nate Moore come on the scene in 2015. Nate Moore has a career record at Massillon of a phenomenal 60 wins and only 17 losses. Great job Nate Moore has done so far. I'm going to date back to 2018 to 2020. 2018 season went this way, finished 14-1, state final appearance. 2019, it was a carbon copy, 14-1, state final appearance, and just this past year, 2020, 10-2, and again, state final appearance. Now, my friends, in those 3 years I just mentioned, under Nate Moore, 38-4 in those 3 years. Phenomenal, phenomenal record by the Massillon Tigers and Nate Moore. And you know what really jumps out at me is this. You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have the right coach to come in and blend that talent together and make sure that your players play as a team, it's going to go for naught. But let me tell you, not only do they have some great, without a doubt, great coaching staff, but they have a great group of young men over at Massillon to get the job done. Now, we all know the Ohio high school football playoffs started all the way back in 1972. Since 1972 to 2020, Massillon has made it to 72 career playoff games. Again, from 1972 to 2020, 72 career playoff games. Out of those 72, Massillon has won 45. Another phenomenal record. And you got to remember, Massillon is playing the cream of the crop every season. Every single team that normally Massillon plays are playoff-bound football teams. And that's always something that jumped out at me, is when Massillon would always come to play arch-rival Warren G. Harding Raiders, and I would always take that game in, over at Mollenkopf Stadium. What really jumped out at me was Massillon Tigers would bring a live mascot to the game. They would bring a little tiger. And again, if you don't call that rich in tradition, football, I don't know what you call it. And that always jumped out at me in a great way. I believe this still goes on. And for the Massillon Tiger fans out there watching, please let me know. But I would always remember hearing that for every little baby boy born in Massillon, that little baby boy would get a little Massillon Tiger football. No wonder why that program's so good. They got so many young men, as they grow up, to want to play for the Massillon Tigers, a very rich in tradition football program. I think that is an amazing thing that the city of Massillon has always done, to say the least. My friends, I hope everybody enjoyed this segment today of Massillon Tiger Football Dynasty. For all my first-time viewers checking me out, if you haven't already, please click on the subscribe button. If you like this video, please click on the like button. And like always, I love to hear your comments. Please comment down below. Another special shout out to All the Way Massillon Tigers for asking me to do this video. Thank you, my friend. Like always, peace out. God bless. Buckeye Vinny's out of here.